gotta win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. My mama told me that's the glory of love.
Hello and welcome to the Bencher Movie Club. I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie.
And today we're doing the 1988 movie Beaches.
Directed by Gary Marshall, who also done Pretty Woman.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And Overboard.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, we mentioned it when we done Overboard.
Oh, I can't remember.
I know, I forget as well. Starring Bette Midler, who's in Toothless People and Big Business.
Ruthless people.
Barbara Hershey, who's in Hannah and Her Sisters and Black Swan.
She was. I'll tell you what I remember her for, just before you
Yeah.
carry on, is there was a film called The Entity, which was like a horror film, I think, and she gets raped by a ghost. And it's really mad. It's from the 70s, and you sort of see all these like presses, and it's really mad how they done it, because in them days, in the 70s, it's really weird. Like you never had no CGI then, yeah. And it was like you could see her body being pushed in.
How'd they do it?
I don't know. But that's what I remember. I remember her from that. It was from the Entity. What the hell I was watching the Entity for when I must have been about 5, 6?
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
Normal for you. And it's also got John Hurd, who's of course in Home Alone and After Hours.
Yeah. He was good. I liked him.
Yeah. His character, in the book, he was going to be a paedophile.
What?
In the book, the original book, Beaches, that the film's based on, his character, it turns out that he's a paedophile.
Oh no, I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
What is he actually? So in the book, is he a paedophile?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like that.
It's revealed that he's a paedophile.
No, that's it's the wrong kind of film for that.
Yeah, well, that's why they stopped it. That's why they didn't do that. So, okay, so there was playing Cece when she was age 11 was Mayim Bialik.
Right.
Who's
she been in?
She was also in The Big Bang Theory. She played Amy Farrah in that. I don't really know that. She was also in Pumpkinhead.
But she had her own
Blossom.
show, Blossom. Yeah, I remember. I never seen.
Oh,
Blossom.
she was Blossom.
She was Blossom.
Right. Yes, I remember Blossom.
I never see that. Was that? I thought it was American. I didn't think that was over here.
No, it was over here. You know, like it was like a Clarissa type thing.
Right. Okay.
That yeah.
So
you know
that's
what?
her.
Now you say it, yeah, I recognise her because Blossom had that sort of. She's got that big nose, but yeah. Oh God, I didn't realise that was Blossom.
Yeah.
You also got Marcy Leeds, who plays Hillary when she was age 11.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Near Dark, which you never saw, but I watched that earlier this year when I was looking at the vampire films.
Is it a new film?
No, it's from '87. It was Catherine Bigelow's first. It had Bill Paxton in it. It had loads of the aliens.
Oh, so she would have been the same age, roughly. She'd have been younger.
Yeah.
This is 88.
Yeah. She was also in Parenthood.
Okay.
Wheels of Terror. And then playing her daughter Victoria is Grace Johnston.
She was brilliant in it. The daughter. I think she was such a fantastic little actress.
She was in Absolute Killers, One Good Cop.
Yeah, right. This film is about friendship, basically. It's about these two completely different people that meet at the age of 11 at the boardwalk. There's CC Bloom under the boardwalk. There's CC Bloom who's having a fag underneath the boardwalk. Cigarette for American viewers.
Don't be handed to them. She's got a fag in her mouth.
So she's under the boardwalk. She's smoking. She's like a little child star. And then this Hillary Whitney is like a daughter of her father's really rich. Anyway, they build up this friendship that they continue to like be pen pals for years. They meet up. They live together. It's just a lovely friendship blossoms. It sort of has its ups and downs, as lots of friendships do. And spoilers, obviously, you must have seen it. If you haven't seen this film, then watch it before the spoilers continue. But Hillary Whitney gets a heart disease and ends up dying. And I think it's just a fantastic film. I just love this film. I think it's such a beautifully written film. It's so well acted. It's such a touching film, and it's different. It's all in one. I like the fact that it's like not one of them ones that you're gonna do sequels, even though there was a second book written, which I will explain after. But I just...
Well, you'll explain to me after.
I'll explain to you and to everyone that's listening.
Oh.
But it was fantastic. I just think it's just such a lovely film. I mean, it was a film that I've seen so many times over the years. I remember when we all lived in Booker Close when we was younger, I remember Mum seeing this in the cinema. So she said it when it came out, and I remember her saying about what a fantastic film it was. And it's just one of the films that's made me cry so many times. And sometimes when I think, oh, I've watched it and it ain't made me cry, and I think, oh, I'm cried out with it, and all of a sudden it'll get me at another time. I think it depends how you are in your own life at that time, and maybe sometimes things touch you in a way that you think you all cried out, but then there's more there, you know, and it's just a nice release.
Yeah, well, I cried at it again.
You did?
But Mum really did as well.
Did she really?
Which is, as I was saying to you earlier, Mum doesn't cry as much nowadays.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the bit at the end with her dying, I look so much.
Yeah, it's so touching.
I was also thinking, obviously, Mum's lost friends recently as well, hasn't she?
Right.
So, you know, and I think with Mum, her friends have always been more important to her than her family. Even when she was younger, she'd rather be out spending time with her friends. She'd pick...
Not her kids, though.
No, I mean, rather than her siblings, for example, her peers from growing up, she'd rather be out, hanging out with her friends, you know, because they're people she can pick and choose. You can choose them. You can't sort of choose your family, you know. You know what it reminds me of, funny enough? Goodfellas.
Just come to that conclusion.
Because, I'll tell you what, because I noticed there's... The thing I love about Goodfellas is one of my favourite films. All right. Is it spans a very similar time period. This is from 1958 to 88. Right. Goodfellas is from 1955 to 1980, or just after 1980. Right. So it's almost the exact same time period. You could splice in pictures like scenes of Goodfellas with scenes of this. The other thing that's got similar with Goodfellas is very quick scenes. Yeah. Because what I like about Goodfellas, because it rattles along quickly, because every scene is like about 30 seconds long. Yeah. Something will happen in each scene, and it will just be quick. And it reminded me of that. It was only this time around I sort of came to that conclusion. I was watching it thinking, it's very quick scenes in this, you know, very quick editing and everything. So it could be a good companion piece. Yeah.
I just think it's really, really well acted. I think the length of the film, as you said, it just, the pace is fantastic. It continues. It's like there's nothing. You don't sit there through any part of the film going, oh, no, there's no dead scenes. There's nothing at all. No dead scenes at all.
Yeah, because even if it's a scene which is just something happening, it's all painting a picture. Because the whole film, the point of the film is the friendship of these two women,
and it's such a believable friendship that they've got. And I love the fact that, I mean, that girl who plays her when she's young, like, you could not have got someone that looked more like Bette Midler. Yeah, you know, she was absolutely amazing in that.
Blossom. Yeah, I didn't, because I looked before on the IMDb and I didn't see. I just looked for,
because Blossom made a movie. That's probably why.
And I just scanned over it. Was like, is there anything here I noticed? But when I was a kid, that was at the time when, in the early 90s, those are the American sort of children sitcom or children things transitions. You had Clarissa and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Sister, and Blossom was one, because I remember it being referenced in Simpsons, and I was like, oh yeah, I know what Blossom is. I know that character.
Yeah, I think I've heard it in Simpsons. I've heard of
Brewster.
I've heard of Blossom, but I never see it. I knew it was her from Blossom, because I knew this film so well. But as I say, I never see it. But yeah, all the actors in it are fantastic. The chemistry is amazing. The storyline is beautiful, because I think anyone that's got any kind of friendship or lost anyone close to them, you know, you can see. I like the fact that they're so different as well. I think that really works
they are,
well.
but I think it's they appreciate. That's what they like about each other in a way as well. Yeah. It's almost
a love story. It's like a love story for friendship. Yeah, really, isn't it?
I really want Lily to watch it as well. I think she'd really like it.
Yeah, hasn't she ever seen it?
No, she hasn't seen it.
Beautiful film. Beautiful film.
I think it would remind her of her and her best mate, because they're very similar kind of thing. In that way, they're different. but there's a similar. You know, they're very close.
Yeah.
It was originally in the original script. It was called Remember Me. It also goes by Forever Friends Remember Me, Throughout Life is what it's called in France, Girlfriends in Germany, The Friends in Greece and Denmark, Eternity Friends in Spain, On the Beach in Russia, Deeper Love Than Sisters in Taiwan, and Song on the Beach in Turkey. Which I think are all shit names.
Yeah, and another name that was toyed around with was Wind Beneath My Wings.
Yeah, I know why I think Beaches work, because it's only this time round I realised why it's called Beaches. Because I always thought, what's Beaches about? It don't mean anything. But it only dawned on me the other day. You know what it is?
Go on.
It's the first time they meet and the last time.
Yeah.
They're on the beach.
And they're all in
They
betweens,
meet- yeah,
and all their special bits, like when they go to the beach house, and they've got all them special moments.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, because you think when she first meets Cece, it's obviously on the boardwalk on the beach, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when she dies on the beach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like that is, and they're two separate beaches. So it's like these are the beaches.
Yeah.
You know.
I weren't going to watch this again because I've seen it so many times over the years, and I thought, let me watch it. And I watched it last night, and it's still to this day.
Why would you not watch it if you suggested it?
No, because I've seen it, and it was like I was running sort of like I thought, I've only got tonight to watch it, and there was other things I needed to watch. Yeah. So I thought, you know what, let me put it on, and I'm so glad I did because it just reminds me why I love this film so much.
Yeah,
and it is such a. I mean, I ain't seen it for probably about at least 10 years, but I know it so well. And like, there was nothing in it that like I could. I mean, there's scenes. It's so well written, and I love that. You know, when they sort of like fall apart and they're playing off each other, and there's the bitchiness. But you know, then she goes into the aeroplane toilet, starts crying because she does love her, and then she's sitting there. They've lost their best friend, and it's like something that they've.
It is like
the only thing they've both ever trusted from such an early age that they could always trust on their friendship, and then that was taken away. And I love the fact that it's got the highs and lows in this film.
That bit where they fall out, that scene where they fall out, was filmed at the Plaza Hotel lobby, which is also the set of Big Business.
Oh, okay.
So if you look if you watch Big Business, you see it's the same carpet.
Yeah,
because that was the same.
Well, a lot of Bette Midler's films, like she done, like I think Ruthless People, Outrageous Fortune, Big Business, Beaches. I think they're all like year after each other.
Yeah,
they're all like sort of this year. No, but that's what I'm saying. She done all these.
88, I think.
Yeah, she done all these. She done so many, and all them films are brilliant. Ruthless People, Outrageous Fortunes are really. Have you seen Outrageous Fortune with Shelley Long?
Yeah,
that's a really good one. It's like loads of little twists and turns, and that's a fun film.
Yeah,
Ruthless People's a brilliant film.
This is the thing. I first knew her as an actress. I only knew her as an actress for years.
But she was a singer first.
Yeah, well, I said to Mum because she said she's got that album,
The Divine Miss M.
Divine Miss M.
Yeah.
She said that was her,
in the 70s.
Yeah, what she had of hers.
Yeah.
But I've never actually listened to that album. I will give it a listen.
It's a really good album. It's a really good album.
Because I like the songs in this as well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Under the Board, loads of them are covers, but Under the Boardwalk's a great song. Wind Beneath My Wings, obviously.
Yeah.
Is like her signature tune now.
Yeah.
You know, the day Bette Midler dies, that song we
Oh,
played.
of course, yeah. She will always forever be remembered with this film.
I've Still Got My Health, which is quite a funny one. No, it's the one where she's singing when...
Yeah. Your face is your fortune.
Yeah, that's why I ain't got no
My
money.
face is my fortune, that's why I'm totally broke, yeah.
And that's when she's singing when she finally meets up with her again.
And she looks at her, she goes like, she thinks she's trying to pick her up.
Yeah, I think It's Going to Rain Today, which is a song I love.
Yeah.
That's
but beautiful, it goes really well with the scenes as well.
All the songs they've picked goes with the film.
She also had a lot of input in the songs that she was for the film.
Well, it makes sense because, you know, is that mine?
Yeah.
It makes sense because obviously she's going to be singing them.
Yeah.
So there's no point
and she knows about
asking
music,
her to sing Thriller.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, well, it don't suit me.
Yeah.
But that song, I think It's Going to Rain Today, is Randy Newman's song. Randy Newman's the one who wrote all the Toy Story songs.
Okay.
He wrote Mama Told Me Not to Come.
Right.
And You Can Leave Your Hat On.
Oh, okay.
He's a brilliant songwriter. But when I put him in the same bracket as sort of Bob Dylan and Leonard Cohen, as in they're terrible singers. You know, those people.
But not terrible singers. But
Well, yeah, they're very distinct voice.
They're very distinctive.
But he's
voices.
like, yeah, that's Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And Randy Newman's like, I'm trying to think, which song is it? You can leave your head on. Okay. So it's often their songs sound better when other people sing them. Yeah. But that song I like particularly. I think Katie Malua sang it as well. Yeah. Which had a notification come up. So can I keep coming?
No, that's right.
Okay. It's Otto Titzling, which I think Bette Midler wrote as well, which is quite a clever song.
I like that one.
Yeah, because it's about
the thief of the brazier, and it's a story. You know that. I don't know about that, but you know that is factually, that is probably what happened, isn't it?
No, because what happened, that's a
true story.
No, it's not a true story, but it was an article wrote in the 70s by a British journalist, made up this joke story about, because Otto Titzling, it's a titsling.
Yeah, but tits wasn't at that time probably thought as tits, was they?
Bras were created by a bunch of Frenchmen, and
brazier. Yeah, you can tell by the name.
No, but that's not their name. That's the joke of the song. They think so. The punchline is: do you buy a titsling or do you buy a brazier?
I thought that was real. I thought that was a real story that they've sort of made into a musical.
No, because the clever thing about it is because what is basically the point. What I take from it is saying women wear bras.
Yeah, not titslings.
Right. No, but I'm saying now a woman, she could say, "Oh, I'm wearing my brazier." That reflects on her being upper class. Whereas a common woman go, I'm going to chuck my titsling on.
I've never heard of a woman call it a titsling.
No, it's more of an American thing, I think. But it's a joke, Otto Titzling and the brazier bloke.
Oh, right. A true story. I've always thought that's probably a true story.
So you've recounted it. Do you know how the bra was invented?
I would have, if there'd been like a last question on like who wants to be a millionaire, they'd phone me up and phone a friend. Yeah. No, it's definitely Otto Titzling. He's the one
that in an answer.
He's the one that invented the bra. Yeah.
No, it'd be more likely in a pub quiz. They say who invented the bra? It was Otto Titzling. Stop mucking about. Joke names. Glory of Love as well, which is a great song.
Yeah, that's a lovely song.
Lovely lyrics. Lovely song. Baby Mine, which is in Dumbo.
What was it?
That's the song from Dumbo. What the mum sings.
Yeah.
And Oh Industry.
I like that one as well. All of the songs in this I like.
Yeah.
All of the songs. I think it's really. This film is so well put together. Yeah. I think with the music, with the actors, with everything about it, the pace of the film. Like the child stars, all of the child stars, the younger two that play them when they're young, the daughter that plays her daughter, Hillary's daughter, absolutely amazing actors. Yeah. I just love it. I just love this film. And watched it last night. As I say, it's like 37 years old now.
Really?
Yeah. 37 years old, and it's like, but it's still like you could watch that and not go, oh, it's such an old boring film, or it ain't relevant. It's so relevant because it's friendship. Yeah. Friendship is friendship. Okay, everyone's friendship is different, but everyone can relate to a person that they're that close with, or that they've had ups and downs with, especially a friendship that pans that amount of years.
Well, it was remade in 2017 as a TV movie with Idina Menzel and Nia Long. Idina Menzel's the one who sings the Frozen songs.
Oh, okay.
But why? You don't need to. By all accounts, it's part of poo.
Yeah.
And the other thing is why it wouldn't really work now if it was modernised. Barbara Hershey's character comes down with viral cardiomyopathy, most commonly caused by the coxsackie B virus. It weakens the heart.
Cocksucking B virus. What did you say?
Coxsackie. Oh. The cocksucking B virus.
Oh,
it weakens the heart drastically, eventually keeping it from pumping enough blood to keep the patient alive.
Right.
When this movie was made, the disease was fatal. Since 2005, beta blockers and implantable cardio defibrillators have saved thousands of lives.
Oh, right.
So it wouldn't really work now. Yeah.
The director Gary Marshall actually filmed several versions of the ending, including one that was even sadder. God, can you imagine that?
Oh yeah, no, I've read that one.
He tested different cuts with audiences to find the right emotional balance. The final version was chosen because it made everyone cry. A few hospital scenes and one extended funeral sequence were filmed, but ultimately cut from the final version because test audiences were too emotionally wrecked. Marshall said he wanted people to cry and not need therapy. Can you imagine how sad then bits would be? I know.
I
because I love the acting in their faces as well. Like, you know, when she looks at her and she smiles on the beach when the song's playing, and she looks at her and she just sort of like
stops because she's died.
Like it's no, she's looking at her. She sort of can see that she's realising her friend's going to be dead any day.
I see that as her friend has died at that point because she's smiling.
No, because she turns around. She turns. If you see it, like they've got their chairs there,
yeah.
And she smiles at her, and then she turns and she smiles, but she's looking at her and she's sort of looking as though. Like
I
she's
thought
dying.
that was her because she looks at her and her face drops. I thought, the friend's
No,
dead
she's
now.
just realising
Then it
she's going to
cuts
be dead
the
any minute.
faraway bit,
Yeah,
and she's all like laid out. She's all sprayed
I
out.
don't think she is. I think it's just basically
And the
looking.
seagulls are.
I think. Don't ruin this film.
That's the extended one. It's more sad.
Yeah, right. This movie is based on Iris Rain of Dart's 1985 novel, which is much grittier. Cece and Hillary have harsher arguments. Cece's personality is more abrasive. Dart even admitted that she was shocked but delighted of how sweet and sentimental the movie turned out. The Hollywood version definitely added more tissues and tearjerker moments. But I do not like that bit that you said about that he turns into a paedophile, because he's actually, I like about him, he's a nice guy. He's just a nice, simple bloke that he makes her famous, but then she starts getting a bit too big for her boots and all that. And he just goes, look, I'm not into this. I just want a nice, simple life.
Look at it as like his real love is Hillary. Is the other friend, the non-famous, because he takes to her straight away. He's like, oh, where Cece's the big celebrity. Cece has a crush on him, but he fancies Hillary. But there's when Hillary goes to look after her dad, then he sort of
after one night stay. I think it's the night after. So there's not been no. The last time he see her was when they spent the night together. See, so
you know that beach house is now a Beaches Museum.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, so you can go there.
Oh, that would be lovely. Yeah, there's actually something I've got about that. Yeah. The iconic beach house isn't in California. Even though the story is set in the California coast, the famous beach house scenes were actually filmed at Crystal Cove State Park in Laguna Beach.
Oh, okay.
And the interiors were sets. The house became so recognisable that it's now a mini pilgrimage spot for Beach's superfans.
Isn't it where Jason Voorhees is?
I don't know.
Crystal Cove.
No, it's Crystal Lake. It's Crystal Lake.
Okay, yeah.
And also, because so many scenes involved tears, the makeup department had to invent a custom waterproof foundation and mascara combo to survive Bette Midler's epic sob scenes.
Oh. See, the thing is, I know that some people reacted negatively to it because they was going, "Oh no, it's just like a tearjerker thing. It's just trying to get." I think, what's wrong with that? But there's nothing wrong with that. No. I hate when people sort of try and slag off things. Yeah. They say, "Oh, it's schmaltzy." I don't even think it is schmaltzy. I think it feels, like you said, it feels like genuine. It feels like true.
And the way her career slowly builds, and it starts off like nothing, and then like.
Yeah, like she keeps trying,
and it's realistic. It's like their lives change in different directions.
She goes for all these auditions. She tries all these different plays. She does that industry play that was written by.
You're laughing at?
Because I noted when me and Mum was watching it, going, it's like certain person's type.
Oh
of play.
yeah, I know you're saying. I know it's strange to have to say it. It's an inside joke. No one will need. No one.
And then she does that sort of Otto Titzling thing where it's almost like she's sold out kind of thing. Like
no, but that made her big.
Yeah, but
no, she said, she goes, it's vulgar. She goes, but you know what? She goes, but I don't care. It's making me rich, and it made her famous.
Yeah, but Hillary sort of criticised her for it. So
yeah, but I don't think she did. I think she did because I think she was. It was the place that she was at that time. Hillary was looking, because you see her when she's watching it, she sort of giggles a bit, but then she's sort of sitting there, I think where she's with her husband, and she's probably looking and feeling a bit embarrassed because it's quite risque, and she's sort of not that kind of person now. She's sort of changed that much. She's changed a lot now. She's now like a quiet, respectable, like lawyer's wife, you know. So that's what I think it is. I don't think it's that she's disgusting. I think that she's like embarrassed.
No, I don't think she's
like,
disgusting. What I'm saying is, I think because she is like Cece's biggest fan as well. Like from the get-go, she's like,
exactly.
I think you're amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's great that you do this. I think in her, you know, like how sometimes you watch people and you think, I think you should be doing more stuff like this. Yeah. You know, I think part of her.
I think, but she, as she says in the film, she goes, she was jealous. She goes, because you've done everything you ever said you was going to do.
You took away your friendship without even discussing it with me. That friendship was more important to me than anything. I trusted it. I believed in it. But you didn't. And now it's gone. Thank you very, very much for forgiving me. But I don't forgive you.
I was jealous. I was so jealous of you, I couldn't see straight. You did everything you said you were going to do, everything! And your talent, this incredible talent! I can't even yodel!
Hillary! What's yodeling got to do with it?
Like, you set out to do, like, live this life, and you've done it. You've done everything you said, you know. And she used to always, from the first moment they met, she looked at her in awe. She goes, "Oh, you're the most amazing singer I've ever met in my life." And that friendship just built and built over the years, and it was the one thing that they could both like believe in and trust. No matter what was going on in their personal lives, they always had that, and I think that's what made it so strong and so beautiful.
Yeah.
Bette Midler actually on the Oscars, although Beaches wasn't nominated for major Academy Awards, it was so popular that the soundtrack ended up outselling several Oscar-winning films of the same year, including Rain Man. It proved that emotional connection and a killer ballad can sometimes beat critical acclaim.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine what big songs are in Rain Man. It's raining man, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Well, what's
No, I don't know. I think the point it's trying to make is because was a commercial success, and because the general public liked it, sometimes the critics sort of need you. Oh, you shouldn't be watching that. You should be watching Rain Man, which Rain Man's a good film, but I prefer this to Rain Man.
Oh yeah, this
is rewatchable on multiple times. Rain Man you can watch a couple of times in your lifetime.
This you could watch if it's on the telly. You could sit and you could watch this.
You could watch this,
and it will get you. It does. It's a proper like tearjerker. The end when she's in the hospital bed and she's sitting there and she's sort of like going, "I waited for you" and all that, and she's like, you know, it's just so.
As I said, I want
your heart to shreds.
I might even do a reaction video. Get Lily to.
You should.
You know what I should actually do? Get Lily and her mate to watch it and film a reaction video of them, because I think they'll sort of start.
Do that. Yeah. Do a reaction video. That would be interesting to see because they've never seen it, and also the generation.
Because they don't know anything about it. They don't know that.
And that's lovely. That is, isn't that the best way to sort of go into a film, that when you don't know nothing about it at all, you look at it and as a friend, you look at it and go, "Oh, it's a friendship. It's about friendship, and it's the ups and downs of friendship."
Yeah,
not seeing what's going to happen. Yeah,
it's about people from young age to old age staying friends throughout their whole life.
Yeah, yeah. Bette Midler's hit song wasn't supposed to be in the movie. "Wind Beneath My Wings" didn't almost make it to Beaches. It had already been recorded by several artists before, but when Midler heard it, that she insisted it be included. It ended up becoming her signature song. It hit #1 at the Billboard charts and won a Grammy for Record of the Year. Not bad for a last-minute soundtrack edition. I mean, that song it's like iconic to this film.
Yeah.
And it goes so well.
And it was so huge, that song. I remember,
it was massive.
I know this was 88, but I remember it as a child, so I would have been 6 when this film came out, but I remember that song being played all the time.
And also, I would have watched Beaches loads of times when we was younger, so you might have it confused with like a couple of years after that. Yeah. I would have watched Beaches.
But I remember being in like Stepney Greencoat, and I remember the song being played all the time. It's one of the most played songs at funerals ever, which you can understand.
It was played at, Joanne, my best mate Joanne. Her mum's funeral. She played at her mum's funeral.
Yeah.
It was the song fits the movie so well, and also where it comes in at the very end, that it's just like that process of
like
her
the cherry on top.
It's like that is the tearjerker moment. You can know that in the cinema, all you're going to hear is sniffles, because there's that last bit when she's on the beach with her. She's taken her to the beach, took her out the hospital. She's looking at her, she's like dying. She then dies. All of a sudden, it's the funeral. It's like that's why I'd love to have seen what them other scenes would have been if it had people like emotional wrecks. Can you imagine?
Is it not available on like Blu-ray?
No, see, they used, as you said yourself, they used to get rid of it. They'd cut it and get rid of it. But like there's another bit here.
For 40th, they might have dug it up.
Yeah, no, there's another bit here. The crew cried during the final scene. During the hospital goodbye scene, Gary Marshall later said that half the crew was crying behind the camera. Even the camera operator reportedly had to pause to wipe his tears, something that almost never happens on set. So it must have been so touching, you know?
She doesn't really act as much anymore, does she, Bette Midler?
No.
She sort of, I think Hocus Pocus was her last sort of big thing that she was known for.
I think she's done a recent Hocus Pocus film. She suddenly popped up again. Like, I'm noticing her a little bit more. Like, she disappeared for like years, but if you think all of her films, all her main films was in like a year after each other.
Yeah.
All her big films that she's known for were all like in the space of 5 years, maybe. You know,
she might have done the other one. I think
she's a brilliant actress.
She's a good comedic actress, but also from this you can see she's a good serious actress. So I reckon
she does it all. She can do it all.
Also, I get the feeling that the reason she didn't work as much was through choice. It might be one of those things where you get a bit burnt out. You do all these films over all these years, and think, you know what, I'm going to take a rest now. I've got loads of money.
But she was so good though. All of them films, she's so good in all them films. She's so funny.
She was in What Women Want. She had a small part in that. You know that Mel Gibson film?
Oh, I can't remember it. Yeah, but I know
where he can hear because she's like the therapist. And she gets really excited. She goes, "Oh my God, you don't realise how good this is, that you can do this kind of thing." Yeah. So I think it came to a point where she thought, you know what, I've said everything I want to say in acting. I've done loads of good roles and stuff. I think because if
she can. If the desire someone like her can pick it up and try. I think maybe music was her number one because she was a singer first. But I think she was so good at the acting.
But that's why this film, it was probably her best performance because she gets to sing as well.
It's what she'll be remembered for. Yeah. Beaches.
She could probably identify most with this character out of all the characters.
And you've also got the whole range of her. You've got like the comedy side, the serious side, like the musical, like the how good her voice is, kind of, you know, everything. This is like showing all of her talents. This film, you know. Mayim Bialik. So really, I can't. Blossom got the role because of her nose. No, it's true. Young CC Bloom, played by then unknown Mayim Bialik, was cast partly because she looked like a young Bette Midler. Specifically, they shared a similar nose and expressive face. Bialik has joked that it was her nose that launched her career, since it helped her land her first big acting role before Blossom and The Big Bang Theory.
Yes, you know what? I've never watched Big Bang Theory, but now I'm thinking of little clips that have come up and thinking,
I've never watched Big Bang Theory. It's really big though, isn't it?
Like Sonny loves it.
Yeah, a lot of people love it.
But it's
probably one of them things, like, you know, with Friends, people go, "Oh, I never watched Friends." Now, Friends, you'd watch a couple of episodes. I remember when I first watched it, I liked it. And then all of a sudden, it's like with most series, you watch 1 or 2 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes, and go, "Yeah, it's all right." Like with Schitt's Creek, the same thing happened to me. All of a sudden, and I don't know what it is, you will watch an episode, and it's like it unlocks. It unlocks it for you.
Get it.
And then you go back and watch all them episodes that you've watched and go, "Oh, that was all right." And then, they're brilliant. It's like with Friends. It's like you will watch a couple, go, "Oh, yeah, this is good. Something unlocks, and then all of a sudden it opens your brain up to look at it all in a completely different way. And that's with a lot of sitcoms. It takes a while to build up, and then once it's got you, then that's it. It's like it's got you in its spell type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
But Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey became such good friends during the filming that the crew sometimes joked that they were becoming the real Cece and Hillary in real life. Midler even gave Hershey the nickname Hersh, which she still occasionally uses in interviews decades later. It's nice to know that they actually got on really well. I like that. I hate it when you sort of love a film and you love the actors and you love everything about it and they hated each other.
Whatever happens, Baby Jane.
No, well, no, that makes that. That works.
Because that's
that works. That's probably one of the only instances where I actually look and go, I'm glad, because it just makes it even more fun. Because it's so camp anyway.
Yeah.
During filming, Barbara Hershey had collagen lip injections to make herself look younger. She was 40 at the time. She looked quite good for 40, actually, didn't she, in the film? Well, then again, 40 is like Babsy's 41. She looks good, doesn't she?
Well, I'm 40, so yeah.
You're about 45, I think, you know? Maybe, no, how old are you? You're 43.
Yeah,
43. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, she was 40 at the time. And playing Hillary from college age to mid-30s, she wanted to make herself look a little bit more like youthful. some critics thought that her lips were too perfect and distracting. I always remember she had really good lips, but I didn't know that they had lip injections them days in the 80s. I thought that would come like in the early 2000s or maybe late 90s. The collagen lip filler. Like Leslie Ash was the first one that I noticed that actually had that done. But obviously this was 88.
Did she have it done?
Leslie Ash, yeah, she was not well known for it. She had the trap hat, didn't she? Remember now, it's the look that all the girls thrive to get now. She'd be so fashionable now if she had it done. Mayim Beer, I'm going to call her Blossom.
Yeah.
Blossom wore a curly red wig for her role with CC Bloom in Beaches. Because her natural hair was not red, it was a custom-made elaborate wig. The wig was chosen over dyeing because she was also filming a pilot for The Facts of Life, and then she would have had to maintain the red hair if the show was picked up.
You remember Facts of Life?
No, you keep saying about this. I've never
You
seen
used
The
to
Facts of
love.
Life.
You used to watch it all the time.
I've never seen The Facts of
Take
Life.
the good, you take the bad, and there
You just
go,
like singing
and
that
there you
song.
have the facts. You know who that is, don't you? Miss.
I know it's so out of words,
Miss
but you say
Harper?
the same thing all the
Miss
time.
Cackle.
Yeah, Miss Cackle.
And her sister.
Yeah.
If you feel fit.
And the production, the wig was reportedly really hot and heavy to wear in the long hours and filming in the heat, which you can imagine. But I looked and I thought, because it looks like it's her real hair, and they would have usually, like if she'd been blonde, they probably would have like dyed it like red. But it probably
But to
would
get
have been,
the curl and everything,
Yeah.
it's better they used
yeah,
wig, I think.
yeah, and also they wanted it to match the exact colour of Bette Midler's hair.
Yeah.
So like it's easier to do that way. And also the film was shot almost entirely in sequence, which I like that as well. Unlike most movies, Beaches was filmed roughly in chronological order from the childhood reunion scenes through to the final hospital sequences. This allowed Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey to deepen their on-screen friendship organically and help them make that emotional ending feel so authentic, which is true. I mean, I watching it again last night. There's the emotion, like just the looks that they give. When one ain't looking, she's looking like when she winks at her, like when she sort of snaps at her for getting on with her daughter, and then she sort of sits there and she's doing her daughter's hair and she winks at her, and like just little touchy bits that she's the one person that probably can, like Cece will take any kind of criticism from and not take it in a bad way, because she's like got this such a love and trust for her that they've got this bond, almost sisters, probably better than sisters, because it's a friendship, it's a bond that they've made through choice, not through what has been
You're not
put upon them.
obliged to.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Barbara Hershey was pregnant during the filming. She discovered she was pregnant during filming, and the production subtly worked around it. It's one reason Hillary's pregnancy feels so natural in the story. The timing aligned perfectly. Yeah, so that's another good bonus bit, isn't it? Really. Iris Rayner wrote a sequel novel.
Beaches too.
Yeah, a few people know this, but Dart later wrote a follow-up book called Beaches 2, I'll Be There, published in the 90s. It follows CC Bloom raising Hillary's daughter, Victoria, as she grows up and pursues her own career in music. No film adaptation was ever made. I'm glad it's just ended. It's just a one. No, because I think you're taking away from the power of the one story that needs to be told. You don't need to sort of, by the end of that, they're going to have a lovely little relationship together. She's quirky. She's that little touch of Hillary.
At first, didn't they?
Yeah.
Her and the girl, the daughter.
Because the daughter was completely different to what Hillary was like when she was a little girl. She's more like Cece.
Yeah.
But then that they've got this. That they're going to have this. Like that's a little touch of Hillary that she's got, and that's the closest thing she's got to her mum. That she would sit and she would talk.
Well, she's the best person. She's the best person to bring her up after her mum's death, because she knows her mum. She knows what her mum would say to her. You know. Yeah.
She knows exactly what Hillary would like and what she wouldn't like. Blossom. I can't think of I can't.
Why can't you say it?
Mayim Bialik did not actually sing on camera.
You shouldn't say that.
What's that?
Mayim Bialik is an offensive term.
Oh, shut up. Mayim Bialik did not actually sing on camera. Bette Midler wanted someone who sounded like her at that age, so they used someone else's voice.
That's right.
Also, Mayim Bialik and Bialik and Marcy Leeds reunited for a spoof recreation of the scene where Cece and Hillary meet for the first time. On YouTube it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like them at the age now, dressed in the outfits that they did when they was on. I had a little clip of it to the video now.
Now.
Seriously?
What's your name?
What's my name? I am none other than the fantastic, world famous, child wonder, CC Bloom. Ta-da!
Great, one more time, but with feeling.
Bette Midler supposedly wanted Shelley Winters to play her mother, which I could see that. Shelley Winters would have been quite good as her mum. But the actress who went on to play her mother was Lainey Kazan, who is only actually 5 years older than Bette Midler, her on-screen daughter.
While Beaches feels inseparable from Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey, several other actresses were reportedly considered or discussed for the two lead roles, CC Bloom and Hillary Whitney, during development. Here's what's known and rumoured from production notes and interviews. Before the part was fully shaped around Midler, the studio floated other big names who could balance comedy, music and raw emotion. Barbara Streisand, I could see that. Barbara Streisand, I could see why they would go for her. Bette Midler's better for the role.
Yeah, definitely.
But Cher. She reportedly turned it down because of scheduling conflicts and her focus on Moonstruck, which won her an Oscar that same year.
Yeah.
So yeah, Liza Minnelli. Yeah, I can see why Liza Minnelli, because again they're very. You got to have
the
someone.
theatrical part, I think, with Liza Minnelli is because of the Broadway part. Maybe that's the reason why they considered her.
Yeah, and Wurzel Gummidge. Once Bette Midler joined, the script was rewritten to fit her voice, humour and musical style. She even helped pick some of CC's songs. So realistically, the movie was retooled for her. So really, because also the Beaches soundtrack, which I've been listening to, because I always try and listen to the soundtrack, it's effectively a Bette Midler album, because every song is Bette Midler.
But also the fact that she's the one that made Wind Beneath My Wings be part of the film.
And for Hillary, they considered Deborah Winger.
Yep. She's in Officer and Gentleman.
Yeah, she'd just done Terms of Endearment and had the same emotional complexity. Meryl Streep, who is probably considered for everything at that time anyway.
Yeah.
Jessica Lange.
Yeah, I could have seen Jessica Lange.
And Susan Sarandon. She was approached early but passed later, saying she loved the script but wasn't ready for another weepy after Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
It's sad. The poor Frankenfurter dying.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's the weepy she's probably for talking about. But, yeah, so you love the film as well, then?
Yeah, I do. I do really like the film. It's a film I will watch again. As I said, I'm thinking of making Lily watch it next year anyway. Yeah, making her watch it. I'll say, look, watch the film. I'm going to film your reaction, but forget the cameras there.
Yeah.
You know.
And also because she will know nothing about it, because it's not.
I'll say it's a really good film for friends. As I said, I'm going to see if her and her friend Rachel will sit down and watch it. Yeah. Because I think
I want to see their reactions during the end scenes. Sort of see them like that. Go.
Lily cries at films.
Does she?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's like her dad then.
So what did it get on IMDb?
Right, IMDb, you got 7 out of 10, which okay.
It should be higher than that.
Yeah.
As I said, I can see why loads of people sort of dismiss things like this as schmaltzy, but
I can't see nothing wrong with this film. I can't see that there would be anyone that can go, oh yeah, but it's this, it's that. There's nothing you can criticise this film for.
Or at least I'd say 7.8. I think would have been fairer.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
No, this is a piss steak. 42% by the critics.
Yeah, I can see that. As I said, the critics are knobheads.
That is. Oh, that's insulting. 88% by the audience. Okay, I even would have thought the audience would have been a bit higher than that, but the critics 42%. That's a joke.
Yeah, but 88% is good. The critics thing, if you'd asked me to guess, I would have said I'll bet it's something in the 40s because.
Yeah, but why? It was a successful film.
It doesn't matter about success. It's about what the critics. The critics would want.
They're bollocks. I don't understand. The critics are.
Yeah, they don't want things. The irony is, critics prefer films that the general public doesn't get. that the general public goes, oh, I don't understand what's going on. They can't relate to, because the critics go, well, you don't understand. It's about an existential crisis.
Yeah, that's the kind of people I want to listen to anyway. So yeah, okay, well, critique it all you want then. Right, the budget was $20 million, and it made $57 million, which is good.
Yeah, I thought it made even more than that.
Revenue.
I bet it made a lot more on VHS.
It would have done, and also the soundtrack would have made a lot of money. I don't know if that adds towards.
What did the soundtrack make?
I don't know what the soundtrack made.
I've done a lot of research then, haven't you?
Oh, shut up.
But no, yeah, it was good. I like Bette.
And did you say so? What, Mum cried as well? Did she?
Yeah, Mum cried.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
nice
it's
little
definitely
weepy.
up there as one of the top 10 weepies. I'd
Yeah.
say. Should do a list of top 10 tearjerker films.
You should do tearjerker films. Actually, that would definitely be in the top 10 of tearjerker films.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing next week then, Charles?
Right. It's Ben's birthday, and I got him a birthday present.
My birthday last month. No, month before. September.
Yeah, whatever.
Why is it taking so long to get it? What's this? It's a book, isn't it?
Well, anyway, I got you this present. I thought, this is a great present to get Ben, right? And it's after I got the present and wrapped it, I thought, you know what?
I'm scared of this because I know when you said about opening it, you was like giggling to yourself.
No. It's not going to jump out at you. But it made me think of another film we could do. So
opening this is going to...
Open this and you'll guess, I'll see if you guess what the film is.
I can you wrap things up like I do. What the fuck have you bought me one of these for?
What is it?
Does Mum know you got this?
Yeah.
She always used to say, don't you ever do any of that, blah, blah, blah. Like, she always, when I was a kid, don't you ever
She
do...
wasn't anything like that. She was just like, oh, okay, why don't you ever
Don't you ever
open it?
play with like
And I
that?
said, no, I'm not opening it.
Fucking Ouija board he's got me for my birthday.
So what's the film?
I wonder if it's going to be The Exorcist.
Yeah, Exorcist.
I ain't going to do this.
Mr. Howdy? You got to play it.
Yes. No, because they're dangerous. I don't...
Oh, shut up, they're dangerous. You can do it for the next...
Look what happened to her. I do not want to be stabbing myself with a crucifix, thank you.
Right. Go on, put your fingers
No,
on.
I ain't doing it. But yeah, okay,
Are
thank you very much for my lovely
Are there any
present.
spirits here?
No.
It said no.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
it's okay. It was pushing to the end.
Mr. Howdy, is my mum pretty? That's not nice, Mr. Howdy.
No, I thought that was good. You got to play it once, at least once.
No,
man.
I've always... Mum was the one that said, that's one thing, you do not mess around with that.
Yeah, but
It's just something that's been embedded in me since I was a child. She said to me, maybe after she seen The Exorcist.
Oh,
I've
this is
been
the other
watching
thing.
The Exorcist.
Even though I was just joking, you've always got to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've always got to end with goodbye.
But I haven't played it.
Well, you can play it
Fucking
now.
Ouija board. Thank you anyway for my
Yeah.
Ouija board present for my birthday.
That's good.
Do you want me to get possessed?
No, but I also
Bye-bye.
thought Exorcist. It's a great film, and I thought I'm surprised.
It is a very good
I'm
film.
surprised we haven't done it.
Yeah, it's
Because-
very good. I think it's the reason why we haven't done Exorcist is because
It's
it's been covered so many times, and there's what is there that we could tell anyone. Oh no, we're not going to be telling anyone. It's just like a little let's talk about it kind of thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but you can still mention your favourite known facts about it.
The first thing I see of The Exorcist, because it was banned when I was younger, it was banned for many years. The first thing that I sort of got an idea of what it was like was seeing the French and Saunders sketch.
Yeah.
That was my first sort of...
And you know you've got to
Like, and I looked and I thought, oh, so I wonder what the real film's like.
you
if
have
this
to
is what
add
it's
me
like.
and George.
You and George, yeah, and I even made my own Exorcist. I made an Exorcist film with my brothers George and Charlie when they was young, but based on the French and Saunders version.
But you know what?
And I'd never seen the film, so...
What you should do, or what I'm going to do actually,
You've got to
because
put
I'm
the clips on. You've got to put the
going to
clips on
stick
it.
the entire thing at the very end after when the episode finishes. It's a bench movie. I'm going to stick the entire episode of me and George recreating The Exorcist.
I was like a Stanley Kubrick kind of director, wasn't I?
Or
He was like the
William
Shelley
Friedkin.
Long. Yeah.
Because
God.
anyway, we'll talk about it next
I'll
week.
talk about it next week. But anyway, you listen, this has been Beaches, and yeah, if you haven't seen the film, which I'm sure you have, otherwise you wouldn't have watched this, but fantastic film, beautiful film about friendship, and yeah, even to this day, as I say, I watched it last night, even to this day, still stands up really well, and you do get a tear in your eye if you don't bloody sob your heart out. So anyway, thank you for listening, and next week we're going to be possessed with The Exorcist. So
Alright.
see you later. Like, subscribe and share. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Be sure to keep in touch, Cece, okay?
Well, sure. We're friends, aren't we?